Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys the UCL Championship. The St Louis Rampardos 14-1 in the regular season, taking on the Bronx Beartics in the finals. My man Joey PokeaimMD. We just finished up the cage lock, and we are here head to head, going at it again. The last time we faced, I think it was week 10. I was able to come out with a nice win. I think it was a 3-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. I did get a lucky freeze on his Manaphy, which did change the dynamics of that game. But we have an exciting finale here for you guys. Show your love on that like button down below if you guys are super duper excited for the UCL Championship. I know I am, and I hope you guys are as well. And of course, if you want to check out my team prep, you can check it out on the annotation of the screen. See what I'm bringing, see what my sets are and all that good stuff. You can see what I'm predicting Joey to bring on the screen as well. We do have a question of the day. What was your favorite moment from the entire UCL from a Rampardos perspective? The entire league. What was your favorite moment so far this season? And last but not least, be sure to check out my friend Joey's channel, guys, in the description below if you haven't already done that. The guy's a phenomenal battler, often regarded as being one of the best battlers on YouTube, and this guy's absolutely phenomenal. So, if I can't say it enough, I'm really stoked for this match. Win or lose, it's going to be a lot of fun. And guys, I just ask that you respect not only me, but Joey as well regarding this match. Whoever wins, don't bring hostility, don't be angry or whatever. You know, I know people are passionate, but it's all for fun, guys. Like, we do this for entertainment, we do this for fun, and obviously we both want to win, but only one of us can win, right? And I think both myself and Joey are great battlers in our own rights, and I'm looking forward to this matchup. I have a chance to kind of redeem myself after losing the GBA championship. But again, if I happen to not win this one, then I don't win. But I feel really good about it. I feel like we have a good opportunity. We have the advantage mentally because we beat him the last time. I feel like I can match up well. I think from a team perspective, my team looks good, and I'm really excited for this match. So I'll wait for Joey to send the request. I'll do a quick cut here, and we'll jump right into the match once the team preview pops up. My fingers are crossed. Let's do this, man. Let's go, Rampardos. Oh, we're getting the challenge. Let's just make things happen right now. It's going down. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. All right, well, there you go. So, oh man, dude, I can't even believe we're in the championship. I try not to worry too much about this stuff. I try to just have a good time, and that's what we're going to do right here against Joey. I got my team ready to rock and roll. We'll see what he brings. He's got to bring a ground type, otherwise Raikou has a phenomenal matchup. I don't think he's going to bring the Ampharos. He's definitely bringing Manaphy and Reuniclus. He's probably going to bring Weavile. Probably going to bring Amoonguss. I think Tornadus actually is pretty scary as well, so I got to be careful for that. Rocks are definitely a priority as always, especially with him not having a spinner aside from Claydol. Obviously, I have no hazard removal either, but at least I can take on things like a Selgor and stuff like that. So we're gonna see here what he's gonna bring. If he leads with this, if he doesn't have a ground type, then I'll probably lead it with Raikou. If he does have a ground type, I'll probably lead with Vape. I don't think Mesprit's a great lead because it doesn't match up against the Weavile, but we'll see what he's gonna do. I'm super hyped, super nervous. Not too much nervous. I mean, I made it to the championship. Like, I'm just happy to be here. You know, we played well all season long. You can't stress about, you know, one matchup. It is going to be what it is. He brings his team here, predict pretty much everything. No Amoonguss. He brought the Selgor instead, which does mean that he's going to try to get those spikes up. This also means that I have to play very carefully with my Raikou. So he's got Manaphy, Reuniclus, a Selgor, Dugtrio, Weavile, and Tornadus. Lots of potential leads on his end. I do think my best lead is to just go with Oxygen. It's going to allow him to get up spikes if he wants to with his Selgor, but I just feel like it's too risky for me to lead with Raikou. The other opportunity against the Selgor is to lead with my Golurk if I want to, because I could put a big hit on him right off the bat. But I do think my best lead here is probably just to lead with, I mean, I guess Metagross isn't a horrible lead either. I think it's a Selgor as his lead. I think I gotta lead with Oxygen, or I can lead with Hercules too, because I can knock off an item. I wonder if I knock off on a Selgor, I just am afraid that he would go for a Final Gambit actually. Although I do have a higher, I could outpace it. So let's see here. If I were to go for knockoff and knock punch, no, it's not enough to kill a Selgor. Oxygen probably can take on a Selgor. Let's take a look here. If I have Oxygen versus a Selgor. Scald is a 2-hit KO if I get the burn. Kind of risky. I don't want him to set up a ton of spikes on me though. That's the one thing I'm really worried about. I think I'm going to lead with Oxygen. I think it's the best matchup against his team. You know, I think that's just my best bet. I think the Selgor is going to be his lead. I think he's going to be able to get up layers of spikes on me, but I don't think there's much I could do about that. I think I just have to click Scald and try to knock this thing down as low as I can and get rid of his Selgor right off the bat. I mean, Vaporeon has a really good matchup against most of his team, aside from maybe Manaphy, so we're just going to have to play safe. So I'm going to leave with my Oxygen here. If I can get the Scald off on the Accelgor right off the bat, that wouldn't be a big deal. I know Accelgor does carry Giga Drain, but I feel pretty good about this matchup. I think I just click Scald here. I'm expecting him to just try to set up spikes and stuff. So let's just go for the Scald right off the bat. He doesn't really have anything he wants to take it. If he wants to just set up spikes, he's going to set them up. There's not really anything to do about it, so I might as well just deal with it. I had a feeling he was going to bring a Accelgor. He's going to go for spikes. So a burn here would be really nice because it allows me to knock out the Accelgor. I have 2 chances to get a burn here. I need the burn to knock him out in a 2-hit KO. I do need the burn here. I don't get it on the first try, so I really don't want him setting up 3 layers of spikes on me, but I think I just got to go for the Scald again. He's going to get up 3 layers, but there's nothing I could do about it. There's really nothing I could do about it. I got to just let him do it. He's going to get up at 3 layers, which is going to do 25% to my team, which is a bit scary. I do have two Pokemon that can levitate. No burn still. What I could do here is I could at least Ice Beam and knock him out and show some of my set. He's not going to Final Gambit. He might just Giga Drain. I'm just going to Scald here again. He's going to go for spikes. So he gets up 3 layers of spikes, and I knock out a Accelgor. So Vaporeon kills a Accelgor with Scald. Not exactly what I wanted. I definitely didn't want to go down to 3 layers of spikes right off the bat. I did not want him to get 3 layers of spikes up. It's going to mean I can't really switch as much as I want to. It really limits my Raikou's switching ability, but you know, we'll see what happens here. Here comes his hard body, which is Reuniclus. So I need to be very careful with this thing. Lily, stop it. I need to be really careful with this thing because this is pretty scary. I know I could Scald against him. He might go for Trick Room here. I think I just go for the Scald because if I get the burn, that could be pretty useful. If he's not Magic Guard, but I'm sure he is. Let's think about this for a second. How much is my Scald gonna do to a Reuniclus? I do think my switch actually is to just go to my, yeah, I think I just have to just go straight into Cyborg here. I think that's my play. We're just gonna go to Cyborg. I think that's my play here, because then I can Shadow Punch if I have to. He doesn't have too many switch-ins to Cyborg, which is nice. If he goes straight up for a Psychic move, that's fine. He might go for Trick Room. I'm gonna take 25%, which is a little scary, but he's gonna go for the Psy Shock. So I do have some defense investment. I should be able to live this hit, and I can fire off a Shadow Punch here. I am able to take that. That does a good amount, but I know I could fire off 1 Shadow Punch. He's got really nothing that wants to take it. He could bring in Tornadus, which is a bit scary. He can't really bring in Weavile. You know, Shadow Punch is going to do the damage either way. So I could predict the switch. You know, Reuniclus is really scary, man. I really shouldn't be messing around with this threat. So I'm thinking that maybe the Ice Punch predicting the switch. Do I think he's going to switch into Manaphy here? I mean, Shadow Punch is going to hurt everything. So it's going to even hurt the Weavile. Drain Punch predicting the Weavile would be nice, but I do think I just Shadow Punch here, because I want to get as much damage off on this thing as I can. If he goes into Manaphy, he goes into Manaphy. He's going to switch out, so I didn't want to over-predict here. But I did see Psy Shock on the Reuniclus. He goes into Tornadus, so I could have predicted that, and I didn't, but what are you going to do? It would have been nice to get the Ice Punch off there. I have an opportunity to save Cyborg here, which is probably my best play. He's probably going to go for a knockoff, which is a bit scary, but I could switch into a number of different things here, or I could sack off Cyborg right off the bat. Now, I think Oxygen is my play, because I know I could take a knockoff. I could take pretty much anything from this. He might just go for the U-turn, though, and try to get momentum, which makes me want to stay in. It does make me want to stay in, but knockoff is really his play, in all honesty. Knockoff is really his play. Do I want to stay in here? What do I have for Reuniclus otherwise? Reuniclus is problematic for me. That's the thing. Reuniclus is very problematic for me. I do think I need to switch here, but I think I'm going to make a play. I think I'm going to Ice Punch. I almost Ice Punched on the Tornadus, but I'll knock him out. If he goes for U-turn, I know I could live it. That's the thing, but if he goes for knockoff, which is the predictable play, it puts me in a little bit of a bad situation. It does get me out into Metagross if I want for free, which can then Bullet Punch something. It also gets me in a Mesprit for free and get up my rocks, which would be really nice because I could break a potential Sash on something. Let me think about this really quick. I think Vaporeon isn't all that useful, so I'm actually going to go into Vaporeon here. If he U-turns out, he U-turns out. He'll go into his Reuniclus, and then I'll just Scald it or something and see how much we do. I'm thinking the knockoff's coming. Those spikes are killing me. He's going to go for the knockoff, so it's a good thing I switched. That's really going to do nothing to me. That shows me that he's not offensive in that regard. He doesn't want to take a Scald here. I'm pretty free to Baton Pass, actually, at this point. Knowing I'm faster, I can switch into anything. So I kind of want to scout what his set is. So I think Baton Pass is my play here. I saw the knockoff. Unfortunately, all this switching is really going to hinder my recovery, especially on Vaporeon. Vaporeon's in a really bad spot since he got those spikes up. I really need to get my rocks up immediately. He is going to go for the U-turn, so not too surprised there. That's going to bring me down to half, and after those spikes, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. But at least I'm getting the momentum here. I'd imagine he goes into his Reuniclus, which I'm pretty sure I could take on. He's going to go into his Manaphy. So this is normally when I would go into... Metagross, or potentially, I mean, Conkeldurr can come in here as well. In fact, Conkeldurr is actually pretty decent in this matchup, because I could freely click. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking I should go into my Mesprit, because I can try to T-Wave him if he's not Substitute, but if he's Substitute, I'm in a little bit of a problem. Let me think about this, because if I Substitute and he goes for... If I T-Wave and he Substitutes, I'm in a lot of trouble. That's the thing I'm worried about the most here. If I go into Raikou, I can't go into Raikou because of the potential Dugtrio. Although, how much does HP Grass do? I am modest. Raikou to Manaphy. It's not a 2-hit KO. I need to T-Bolt him. Metagross can come in here. I just don't want to take the Scald. It's really scary. Hercules can come in as well, and I can get a free Drain Punch off on something, which he doesn't want to deal with, or a knockoff, which would be nice too. I actually like that play, because I know Hercules can take a hit from this thing. I am Assault Vest, so I do like the Hercules play, just going for knockoff here. Get off whatever item this thing has. We can kind of scout its set a little bit. I kind of want to see what set he's running, so let's just go for a knockoff here, just to see what he's going to do. If he stays in, that's fine. I could take a Psychic, I'm pretty sure, especially without the Tail Glow. So, if he does Tail Glow up, though, I do have Raikou, so... At least I can get rid of its item. I just didn't want to chance him being Substitute and me going for a T-Wave and then him just getting a free Substitute off, because that would be... Because then he gets Tail Glow and then I'm just in a world of trouble. As much as I want to get my rocks up, I can't set up rocks in front of a Manaphy. That's just a really bad idea, so... He might go into Tornadus here or Reuniclus. I think Reuniclus is a little risky. He might just stay in. But a Drain Punch is going to do a lot to him. So I'm pretty sure I can easily take a Psychic as well. So... Against Manaphy. Definitely breaking subs though. Yeah, I could definitely break a sub. And Drain Punch does like 40 to 50% roughly. Those spikes are really scary, man. I couldn't lead with Raikou because of it. I let him set up 3 layers of spikes. I probably should have led with Metagross, but I didn't want to get trapped by Dugtrio either because he probably has Sash. So a little too risky there. Because I could have beaten the Aselgor, but he's going to go for the Tail Glow. So he's right away just going to set up the Tail Glow. Now if he's +3, does he beat me? I could live a Scald. It's close. I could live a Scald, I think, if he's +3. Does he have Psychic, though? That's the real question. Does he have Psychic? I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. I kind of have to. Psychic does knock me out from here if he carries it, so this is the play I got to make. I got to try to knock him out. I could Mach Punch and then HP Grass, but I don't know his spread, so I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here and see if I can live a Scald. I'm sure he's calced this, but I don't actually... He's got the Dazzling Gleam, so this is going to knock me out, I'm pretty sure. And it does just knock me out. So he's carrying the Dazzling Gleam and Tail Glow on his Manaphy. Tail Glow and Dazzling Gleam. So Raikou is my switch in here, but I can't really go into that. Man, that's really, really bad for me. I can go into... Does new Mew take a hit here? Against Manaphy? I mean, +3 Manaphy is really scary, dude. Like, this thing's really scary. Well, he has Dazzling Gleam, though, so... I can live a Scald. And I can paralyze him, which would be nice. So let's do that. Let's try to do that. Let's try to get a para off here. Maybe we can live a hit here and get a T-Wave off. I have max HP, so... He's got Scald. I should be able to live a Scald here, even though he's +3. Wow. He gets the crit. That's it. We just lost. Oh, man, dude. Oh, my God. There's nothing I can do there. I don't even know what to say. Alright, well, I guess I go into Metagross and click Thunder Punch. And just hope I can knock him out. Because now I can't even get up rocks. So that Skull definitely mattered. Or that crit definitely mattered. Metagross, Thunder Punch on Manaphy. I think I just am gonna get swept by Manaphy, to be honest. I hate to like, I'm not trying to give up on a game like this right now, but I just don't know what I can do here. I'm gonna go into Metagross, I'm gonna Mega Evolve, see if we outspeed, if we get lucky, and see if I can hit him with a Thunder Punch. If he goes into Dugtrio, he's probably gonna be You know what? Do I make a play here? I feel like I have to make a play and just go for bullet punch predicting the deck trio. I feel like I have to. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. It's not over yet, actually. All right, we're going to go for T-Punch. We're going for Thunder Punch. He stays in. So, I don't know if we can live a hit or not, but we're going to find out. And I don't know if we're going to knock him out, but we're going to find out. He goes for the Scald. See if we can eat this up. I have some HP investment. And we just get killed again. There's nothing I can do here. I think we just lost. I can go into... I'm about to just get swept by a Manaphy here in the championship, dude. That crit on the Mesprit really messed me up. I can't go for... I can't do anything here. I have to click HP Grass because of the potential Doug Trio switch in. That's the only thing I can do here because I can't go for an electric move. I have to go for HP Grass. I thought I was going to be able to live that Scald, but there's nothing I could do, man. This is just... He's going to stay in. I need to live a Scald here, not get burned, and have this 2 KO. That actually almost knocks him out. I get the crit. It's irrelevant. He's got the Energy Ball here. So he doesn't go for the Skull. He goes for the Energy Ball. I know I could live that. So a little surprised there that he went for the Energy Ball. I'm trying to think if there's any way for me to get around this here because I have no priority left on my team. He probably was predicting me to switch there. The problem is if he goes into Doug Trio is going to have Sucker Punch, and I lost at that point. I lost. I mean, I lost. So, good game, Joey. I mean, there's nothing I could do, guys. I'm really stoked to be in this position. I'm actually not even mad that I lost. Joey's a phenomenal battler, guys. Like, I really wanted to come out with a W. He planned really well. He's got the Aselgor spikes. Once I got killed with Mesprit, there was nothing I could do there. He's gonna just be able to Sucker Punch here and knock me out, and then there's not really anything else I could do. If he's not carrying Sash, then we might be able to knock him out here, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't even do enough to knock him out. He's got the EQ, so that's gonna knock me out. I have nothing that can outspeed this thing. And Vaporeon unfortunately is not able to live a hit after spikes damage. So that's going to be the game. I don't know whether I should just run here or just let him finish it out. I'll just let him finish it out because he's going to win anyway. So that's going to be it. I'm just going to hit him up on Skype right now. Guys, please do me the favor of showing him some love, guys. He's a phenomenal battler. And I'll hit him with that good game because we know it's already over, man. There's nothing I could do. That Manaphy hitting that crit on the Mesprit, kind of annoying, dude. It happens, man. He gets me back for that freeze a couple weeks ago. And I'm super stoked that my man Joey's the champion, dude. He's a phenomenal battler. And like I said, I'm actually not even mad. Like, he's a good friend of mine, guys, and if I'm gonna lose to someone, I'd rather lose to one of my friends. So, props to Joey for coming out and just putting in the work. I didn't really play as well as I wish I did, and this is gonna be a really fast match, which is a bit unfortunate for the championship because we want something to be super entertaining, but there's not really much I can do here, guys. He's gonna win a nice 4-0 on his end, and his Doug Trio is gonna sweep here, which is cool. So that's gonna be it, man. Thank you so much, guys, seriously, for all your support for the whole season, for the Rampardos. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Shout out to my fiance for giving me all these post-it notes here that say aDrive is the king. I love you. Good luck, Dan, and you're my champion. So even though I didn't win for the St. Louis Rampardos, my fiance still loves me, and I hope you guys still support the Rampardos. We have a brand new season ahead coming up in the GBA, and like big shout outs to all the people who put the UCL together. King Nappy and Heaton Mo and all the guys who did such a phenomenal job. Big shout outs again to my man Joey. Like, I hope I don't sound weird, guys. I'm not even mad. Like, normally I would be super salty. I was really upset when I lost to Miguel in the GBA, but I just don't feel upset about this. I really don't. I'm actually in a phenomenal mood, and I just am super stoked to have had this opportunity to get to this matchup and get to the finals here, and I think Joey is a phenomenal battler. Again, I can't say enough about how great he is, guys. He's like one of my good friends, and having this opportunity to play with him over the cage match was just a great opportunity, and it was just a great time, honestly, doing the cage match. So I guess that's it, guys. I guess that's where our UCL season here ends. Big props to my man PokeaimMD one more time, guys. Please show him some love, and I hope you guys did enjoy the season. We're not able to come up with a W. I played pretty poor. He played like a champ, but that's it, guys. I'll see you guys. We got the GBA. It's got all sorts of stuff here. It is what it is, man. Making 2 championships in a row. I'll take it, dude. I'll take it. Thank you guys again. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.